Well, hello, my friends. This is a follow-up to the messed up video from yesterday. I have no idea what happened. I guess Prism Live let me down, but that's okay. There's ways of getting around this. As I mentioned yesterday, life's been really going excellent for me, and I'm being lifted up by just some excellent news that I'm getting from my family and some friends. And this is just not financial news, but these are in areas that are much more important than money. And so I'm so grateful for family and friends. I can't even explain it. Yesterday, I was invited to dinner by my friend Verve Webb. She made quiche. It was really good, but not as good as a conversation and the warm feelings of friendship at her house. Verve, thank you so very much. Anyway, here's my observation for the last couple of days. The Wauwatosa Library is only open until 5 o'clock on Fridays. No more date nights at the library. What the heck do these high school and college kids do nowadays? Boy, I used to spend tons of time when I was in high school at the library, and that just seems sad that they cut down to Friday nights. But life goes on; it's open other days, and you just have to make arrangements. Now that you know that the Wauwatosa Library is only open until 5 o'clock on Friday nights. And then yesterday I was down on 22nd in Wisconsin, taking care of some business, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take Wisconsin Avenue home. I haven't driven that home in quite a while. Take Wisconsin Avenue down to 70th to I think it's Harwood, and up through the village of Tosa, and then 76th Street home, uh, and it's crazy. Wisconsin Avenue is one lane for cars, 3-lane street. The far right lane is for bicycles. The middle lane is a bus only, and the left lane is for cars. Now, I didn't see one person riding their bike the whole time I was on Wisconsin Avenue. And let me tell you, I was on there for a long stinking time. Not one bus drove past in the bus lanes. The left lane where cars were, if there is a stoplight, and there's a few on Wisconsin Avenue there, it was almost a 2-block long wait just to get through the stoplights. And the only people, or the only traffic I saw on the bus lanes were people who were fed up waiting in this stupid long line just to make a trip home or trek wherever they're going, and just drove down the bus lane thinking, well, who's going to stop me? Obviously, nobody did. And so, again, this is something that the leadership in Milwaukee really needs to take into consideration. When you're making all these changes, you're making roads less comfortable for those of us that own cars and travel by cars. And again, it's my contention that if I can get someplace in 15 minutes in a car, rather than wait 30 to 45 minutes for a bus, take that bus, and, get there in another 30 to 45 minutes back home. Cars are a better way of transportation. I don't care what anybody says. Also, Tierman Spencer was the first elected black city attorney in the city of Milwaukee. And when he was elected, all the articles mentioned that because that was really important. Well, this last election, Evan Goike beat him. So I'm wondering, shouldn't the headlines in all the newspapers and the other press be, white Democrat Evan Goike defeated the first black city attorney, Tierman Spencer? I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the lines of media coverage and what they do. And then another piece of information is that George Hinton resigned from the Social Development Commission, the SDC. The resignation comes after missteps, which include the misallocation of more than $100,000 in taxpayers' funds, resulting in the closing of weatherization programs, layoffs of 28 employees, and the termination of the finance director, which may have been related to this misallocations of funds. The agency also failed to pay 19 employees on April 15th. Now, the SDC basically is a county-run program that provides an array of services, including resources for employment, education, finance, health, wellness, for those that live in poverty. George Hinton was paid $218,532 in 2022. You heard that right. The leader of the SDC was being paid over $218,000. And what do we get? Another mess. This situation, again, is a perfect example of why the debate of having to pay leadership positions more money or we won't get the best qualified is really a bad argument. And by the way, has anybody heard from David Crowley, the county executive, or county board chairman, Marcelia Nicholson? Or is the Milwaukee media continuing on their modus operandi of not confronting the leadership in the city of Milwaukee and just letting them slide? Now, here's something I don't know that I've ever done before, but I believe Tim Brantham is a charlatan. In his press release concerning running for the state senate, he has the nerve to say that the voice of the people is the voice of God. This proclamation to anoint himself the frontrunner for an election is an abomination. The people don't influence the voice of God. The voice of God influences people, unless, of course, you worship a different God than the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Jesus Christ. I wish I was wrong, but I'm just not seeing that, and I'm really disappointed for those that are following this guy that's just misappropriating the word of God. You need to be smarter than that, people. So have a great rest of the week, and maybe I'll do another one of these next weekend. Hope to talk with you all very soon.